Hey guys, Attorney Walter Knott. I wanted to go ahead and do a quick video about something that I've noticed that I thought was a big disconnect between the Social Security Administration and everybody not in the Social Security Administration and a lot of the people that work for the Social Security Administration and pretty much from people in other countries looking at our system of the Social Security system. One of the problems with our SSA, our Social Security Administration, which is the biggest welfare program pretty much, or just a benefit program, I think in the United States, I think in the world, I think in the cosmos that we're in, that obviously that we have access to. It's a massive, massive system, but it does not have a very good track record with gaining the favor of the people while still paying the people on a monthly basis. You would think it would be you think it'd be like tough to have a sometimes, not always, but a sometimes negative reputation, a pretty consistent negative connotation from a lot of the people I talk with, while still paying so many people. I wanted to talk about some of the things that the Social Security Administration, and maybe one other people will go ahead and see this. And because, I am at this point, I'm now the most viewed Social Security disability attorney on YouTube. So the point is, these are some of the things that I've noticed that they could really work on. First thing I want to go through is their press release website. So if you type into Google SSA press releases, there's just hardly any updates through their press office. And I'll just read to you some of the ones that they have. This is the problem. This is the disconnect. It's like there's nobody there really putting effort in to do press releases on the Social Security Administration. January 19th, 2022, statement from Khalil Kijakazi, Acting Commissioner, Social Security Administration, about re-entry, right? That particular write-up it was missing a word, and it also did not specify when people were going to be going back. It didn't give enough details, didn't explain what was going on, didn't explain why this was happening with these labor unions. It was just like hey, something's going to happen. October 13th, 2021, months and months and months back from that. Social Security announces 5.9% benefit increase for 2022. A quick little yada yada on how it works. Okay, that one's good, but still, there should have been a whole lot of news between October 13th and January 19th. Now we go back to October 4th. Social Security announces redesigned statement now available with a My Social Security account, right? This is a onesie thing where it was basically like a one, couple of paragraph, whatever. This was a major thing for them. This was magnificently huge. It was a giant change. And yet this was their big thing. It was like that and some video. That was it. They did a big mailing where they tried to mail to everybody and say, hey, go use this. But this should have been like a huge thing. They should have been doing, they should have had a bunch of posts with multiple press releases of how to use it. They should have done a whole lot more about how the Social Security Administration, could get out there how to use your online system, your online profile, your online bio system as to what you've earned. Now we go back. We're in October. Now we go back to August 31st. Social Security Board of Trustees, combined trust funds projected depletion 1 year sooner than last year. Remember how you guys got all angry with me when I started to tell you about essentially how the trust fund for SSDI benefits and the trust fund for retirement benefits were now going to run out sooner with depletion factors because essentially COVID hit and people weren't paying in as much. And then people said, there's no way that retirement's going to run out in 10 years. And I was like, but it's right there. And this is exactly my point. I shouldn't be getting yelled at by you guys about the validity of a mathematical statement that's proven on their own website. They should be making a bigger effort to explain to people why these trust funds are running out. Maybe it's higher than them. Maybe above the commissioner of the SSA, the president of the United States, or some executive is saying, hey, don't tell them about that. Don't think a thing about that. That might make me look bad. Whatever. It is what it is. But the people deserve to know. They do. Next one down. Okay. August 16th, 2021. Social Security expands compassion allowance programs for people with severe disabilities. They always have CAL lists, compassion allowance listings, and that's basically where we just add more medical conditions to that list of really quick impairments that equate to Social Security benefits in lightning fast time. Okay. Now we go all the way back to May 7th. May 7th. Remember, like June, July, nothing, no news. May 7th, Olivia and Liam are Social Security's top baby names for 2020. May 4th, 2021, file 2020 tax return with the IRS to receive missing economic impact payments. April 26th, Commissioner Saul communicates to Congress about the state of Social Security services. I watched those videos. My point here is that there are entire groupings of months where the Social Security Administration doesn't even cover any updates or news that are coming out. I cover them, but they should be covering them too. And so, all right, let's take a look at their YouTube channel right now. Currently has 31,000.8 subscribers, so 31,800 subscribers. They've just released 2 months ago a whole little summary thing on essentially the history of where Social Security benefits come from, where social insurance comes from. And they did that, and they released, let's see how many videos they released here. Hold on, let me check real quick. It looks like they released, there's 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they released 20 videos 2 months ago on the history of where social benefits actually comes from. None of these videos, except for I think, well, let's see, one breaks 3,000 views. Yeah, there's only one that breaks 3,000 views. No, sorry, there's two that break 3,000 views. All the other ones don't break 3,000 views out of the 20 videos. And the reality to this whole issue, this whole thing, is that the thumbnails are terrible. You can't read what's at the bottom of them. It's like this tiny little black box with white lettering. And then when you go even farther back and look at the other videos they make, which they did a little bit better job on when it comes to the thumbnails, there's just not much. 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, 9 months ago, 9 months ago, 9 months ago, 10 months ago, 10 months ago. The problem I see with their system that I'm really unhappy about is that they employ a staff of people for press related communications that is, I don't know, many 20 times, 30 times more the people I employ, right? Just their press release group is 20, 30, maybe 40 times more than the people it'd actually be more than that. When I see the list of all the people that interact with this, from all of their video people to the people on the press website and the yada yada, they have all this money that they put into this. And that's what they end up producing at the end of the day. Like with that many people, with that many regions and that many places, they should have a video at least every 2 days. They should have, a press release at least every 3 days. It bothers me because, and I know everybody knows how government employees, we have to do this, 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 and we can't focus on anything beyond. But it's just not okay. It's not okay for the Social Security Administration to have that many people in that many regions existing, breathing within this category of making news, because we end up in the dark. And the worst part of it is this: a lot of their news that they create is in their Excel sheets that are released, their actuarial work. And sometimes they don't even have a URL or something to link you to a web page that essentially shows you where it is. Like, you have to know where to go look for it. It's not even in the press release stuff. So my point is, I don't think that they're doing a fair job to the American people. Wow, 79.5 WGPM, gross point, $5 donation. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. That sounds like a radio thing. That's really cool. So if it is a real radio thing, send me a thing so I can check it out. So kind of the bottom line is, I don't think it's fair that the Social Security Administration keeps us in the dark on the day-to-day activities of this program. I think as a result of that, you have a lot of people complaining about what's going on with this group that has all our money. And as a result of that, people have this fear, anger. Why are they like this? Grr, whatever. And as a result, people are pissed because they don't feel properly connected to this program. And that's a problem. And that's another thing too. Like, they did 20 videos on the history of social benefits throughout history, going all the way back in time to the very beginnings before anything existed. The origins of Social Security, essentially what cultures had it, the Romans, this, that. The point is, they're not making up-to-date videos about the future of Social Security, what it could look like, what it is, the challenges they're trying to overcome, things they want to be better at. We want to see that. We want to know that they're actually doing something about becoming a better organization as opposed to just processing what they have. Anyways, guys, howdy Faithmore, how do you little Twinkie, there you go, nice. Howdy SK. Anyways, guys, I will catch you a little bit later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful night rather, and let's see, we'll catch up with you a little bit later. But think about this video. I made 3 videos tonight. This video will be the least watched, but it's probably the most important going forward for the Social Security Administration. All right, guys, I'll catch you a little bit later. Have fun. Bye-bye, guys.